So this is Cold Harbor. Well, the name is certainly correct. It certainly is cold.
Marcus, listen to me. What I'm about to say will be pivotal in your survival today.
You're not Molag Bal, but if you're not him, then who are you?
At this point in time, your only hope. There is little time. I know of your struggle, and I intend to help you destroy the cursed amulet you carry with you. But first you need to hear me out.
Fine, I'll listen to what you've got to say. What is so important?
You've entered the realm of Cold Harbor, or one of its outskirts. Normally, Molag Bal would have spotted you already, but I've managed to shield you from his view. This does not mean that he won't be able to find you. Because your soul is linked to the altar and you've entered through the Corryngton mirror, you need to be careful. I'm sure you've noticed the appearance of your body.
Yes, I've noticed. What are you trying to say?
Because you currently are without your corporeal form, you'll need to be aware of two things. You can't trust upon the power of your thumb, and during combat, you will be fighting with your very soul. You can still defend it, but your soul is fragile. If it gets damaged too much, I might not be able to help you. Do you understand?
So I'm unable to shout, and I should take great care in defending myself. Okay, got it, but let's skip to a somewhat more important subject. You want to help me to release my soul from this amulet, and make sure it will never trap anyone ever again? Fine, but what do you have in mind?
I have lost contact with one of your friends, Hurles. He was destined to join you in the search of the Corryngton mirror. However, unlike your soul, his wasn't as strong as I would have hoped. My visions frightened him, and because of the amulet's influence, he has strayed from the path I had set out. Not too long ago, he unfortunately perished during an attack on his mind, and Molag Bal claimed his soul.
Wait. Hurles is dead?
Thanks to your connection with him, he should be nearby in this desolated realm. However, this place has made him forget. As I said, I can no longer contact him. His soul is lost, but his role is not yet finished. I can sense him not too far from here, but I need you to make him remember.
Bloody hell, for real? And he's here? All of that sounds very important, but I'd like a little clarification on one thing here. You mentioned your visions?
Indeed. My visions which I've sent to all those who came in contact with the amulet. The key to its destruction. I am referring to the hallway with its large gate at the end. Tell me, what is your connection to the gate?
How am I supposed to know? You apparently sent me those bloody visions, never letting me get any closer. Why?
Tell me what your connection to the door is.
I'm unable to enter it, or I'm not supposed to.
Indeed. The gate and hallway lead deeper into Cold Harbor. The deeper you go, the easier it will be for me to destroy the amulet. If you want to have a chance at leaving this place, you yourself mustn't carry the amulet through. I have placed that task upon Hurles, which is why we desperately require him to remember once again.
But why the secrecy? Why couldn't you have told me to not go through the gate?
Your soul was being attacked in your dreams. Would you have listened?
Most likely not. I guess you have a point, but why give me the visions then?
You've said it yourself. Right before you entered the museum in Dawnstar, the most effective way to learn something is to do it.
You've been watching me since then?
For quite some time, indeed. You are a curious mortal, Marcus. As Dragonborn, you have a very important role to play in your future if we are to believe the prophecies. But let us get back to the matter at hand. I am relieved you asked your companion to stay behind. His presence would have made things a lot more difficult should he have been twisted by Molag Bal. I have every intention to keep you alive and let you return to your friend, but in order to do that, I need your help.
What is it you would have me do?
As I've said, I need you to find Hurles and help him remember who he is. I hope your appearance might jolt his memory. Hurles has to be the one to bring the amulet deeper into Cold Harbor so it can be banished. Give him the amulet and I'll assist him in destroying that thing once and for all.
So I'm supposed to just wait outside of that gate till he succeeds?
I fear things might not be that simple. It is only a matter of time before Molag Bal will find your location once you start moving. Once he finds you, I need you to keep him busy.
Keep him busy? How am I supposed to do that? We're talking about a Daedra here. You said I had to fight with my soul. How am I supposed to be able to stand against Molag Bal himself? Why would Molag Bal go after the amulet instead?
Because I will assist you with my strength, and he will notice that fact soon enough. Molag Bal won't stand a chance to retrieve the amulet when I am focusing most of my attention on protecting Hurles, so he will be forced to focus his attention on you, knowing that over time and distance, my power will grow weaker. Remember, you are fighting with your soul, and your soul is precisely what he wants. All he has to do is break it before we are able to destroy the amulet. Should you fail and break, then all is lost. You won't only doom yourself, but also Hurles and me. In order to erase the Daedric artifacts from this world, we sometimes need to make sacrifices. I believe in your capabilities, but you will need to fight for your freedom. Now go, find Hurles and give him the amulet. Once this is done, I promise I'll answer as many questions as I can answer. And remember, don't fail.
Bloody easier said than done. Fine, let's go find Hurles. Wherever he is. Oh god. Better be on my guard. Better safe than sorry.
Dragonborn, I sense you've entered my realm. Are you that desperate to join me? Show yourself and face me like the Dragonborn is ought to. By all means, stay hidden and let your soul rot. You can't hide forever, mortal. Your soul is mine.
Wait. Is that? Oh, if this is Molag Bal, I'm in trouble. I'm in real... No, that's Hurles. Hurles! Oh god. Hurles!
Who are you? You do not fit in here.
No, I don't fit in here.
Voices. These voices. I cannot stand them any longer. These voices.
It's me, Hurles. It's Marcus.
Yes. I remember.
Yes.
I can recall. I found you unconscious.
Near Dragon Bridge, yes.
Leave this place. Leave.
No, Hurles, you need to remember. Please remember.
Hurles? Oh yes. I remember that Stendar gave me that name.
Yes, Stendar, remember.
What has happened? Oh, I recall that amulet. This amulet.
Yes.
These voices. I can't stand them any longer. Someone's calling me.
It might be Stendar. This amulet, it must be banished to Molag Bal's kingdom.
Molag Bal.
No. No. Hurlus, stay with me. Hurlus, stay with me, please.
I can't stand it any longer. The amulet, you. Yes, I remember. This place, Molag Bal. That must be the gate.
Yes,
The amulet must
hopefully.
be banished, you said.
Yes, go, now.
Send Our Lady with me one last time. Give me the amulet. I will go.
Here, take it, please. And be safe, Hurlus. Thank you. Farewell.
Farewell. May Stendar be with you.
And with you.
Marcus, behind you!
What?
Lost souls, rise from the earth and bring me my amulet, then kill the Dragonborn.
Not if I have a say in it.
How did you? No, you didn't. You've shared your powers with this mortal? Find them. I guess you are right. If you want to get something done, do it yourself. Prepare to be torn apart.
Now is the time, Marcus. Keep him busy and focus on defending yourself. Use my magic to slow him down.
You truly think that slowing me down will stop me? Think again. I've been waiting for this moment, Dragonborn. Good things come to those who wait, and to those who crush their enemies.
And what makes you think you'll succeed this time?
Because I have to. First you denied me as your master, and then you had the audacity to destroy my altar. And now you dare to face me again? You are dealing with my true power now, and I will make you suffer like no mortal has suffered before. Don't think the old man can safeguard you for too long.
Why are you even doing this? Just release me and be done with it!
Because I will not allow the destruction of another part of my powers. Fool! Your soul is strong, yes, but not strong enough to face the dragons and the end of the world. I will not place my faith in a mortal who runs away from that which he is supposed to kill.
How did you...
Your soul belongs to me, Dragonborn, and I have seen your fears. If the dragon tries once more, and Nirn's only protector is you, we're all doomed. You could have submitted to me, but you didn't. And since I won't let your weakness be an end to all of my followers and creations, you forced my hand to make sure your soul is put in good use. Now give in and give up.
Never! You underestimate me when you think I'll back down. Better to run and live for another day than to try again, than to die in vain.
Your Aedra's power is weakening. Soon this will all be over.
I'll just have to remain strong. I will not die today.
We will see about that, Dragonborn. The old man's actually succeeding. I must admit, you are a lot more resilient than I thought. However, this is where it ends for you. Your protector is too far away to help you now, Dragonborn. Nowhere to run now.
Hold on, Marcus. Just a little longer.
Say your final prayers, Dragonborn.
My name is Marcus Wright, and I've got 3 words for you. Fools!
No.
Rudda!
What? No! You are doomed, Marcus. Doomed!
How did you? No, never mind. Hang on, Marcus. This might sting a little.
What is this place?
Do not fear, Marcus. This is the gateway between realms. From here, I watch upon Mundus and Nirn to protect the weak, heal the sick, and give to the needy as well as I can. Your battle was a close call, and I must compliment you on your willpower and strength. I must admit, I did not expect you to be strong enough to use your thum after your soul was released. But without you, we would not have been able to destroy the amulet in the first place.
I suddenly felt a warmth inside my chest. It's hard to explain. I was afraid, but I acted with my instinct. Why didn't you say who you were right at the beginning? Knowing I had Stendarr himself protecting me might have given me a little more courage to begin with.
The answer and question to that would be, would you have believed me? What was the added value of knowing my name? It would have only raised more questions at a moment where you only needed to know the basics. If you did believe me, you might have been more reckless. You might have overestimated the support I could lend you. I gave you the answers you needed to know to assist in destroying the amulet.
So it's gone? It's actually gone. Am I free?
I can gladly say that fate has showed mercy on your soul, Marcus. Yes, the amulet of Meresis has been destroyed and will no longer cause any harm. You've dealt a heavy blow to Molag Bal recently, now that he lost both his mace and amulet. Quite the achievement for someone who hasn't done much in his life. The Arbiter was able to see the past, but unable to get a glimpse of the future from his forgotten city.
You know about the Arbiter? How long have you been watching me, Stendarr?
Ever since the day you were born. And perhaps even before that in some way.
Is that why Zerador saw me in his dreams? Even 200 years ago?
Zerador's situation was a peculiar one. Even though he betrayed Count Meresis and stole part of Molag Bal's power, he had always walked the righteous path before. His lust for power, however, drove him away from the life he had. With his help, another foul Daedric artifact had entered the world. Zerador had to atone for his deeds, so I showed him a part of the future, to set him on the right path once more.
But how would you know about the future? Are you able to see it?
Only small glimpses of it, and even then, time itself is never solid. Every action you take can change the future, as you might have experienced yourself. I may have had a hand in the shape of Zerador's future. I was able to show him a Dragonborn who would return the broken amulet to him, knowing that one day a Dragonborn would indeed do so. The fact that his dream changed over time did not occur to him, and thus your appearance and race changed over the course of those 200 years.
But how could you have known I would be the one to find the amulet? Why me?
In order to bring the amulet back to Cold Harbor and to destroy it, a powerful soul was needed. A mere mortal would quickly fall to Molag Bal's strength, as you might have seen with Hurlus. I myself have sent you on the path of the amulet, of which I truly am sorry. But you must understand that there was no other way. Without you, Molag Bal's strength would have only increased as the amulet would have made more victims. I made sure that when you would find it, Hurlus would be nearby to protect you.
But why wait for 200 years? Couldn't you have destroyed it yourself? Without the help of Hurlus and me. Both Zerador and Hurlus have died. What about them?
Hurlus devoted his life to me willingly, to fight the influence of the Daedra, and Zerador's extended suffering was due to his own mistakes. I would have granted him mercy were it not for the fact that his moral was still lost. It took him 200 years to finally right his wrongs and accept his fate, instead of trying to avoid it. It is true he tried to destroy the amulet himself by joining the two halves, but Molag Bal interfered. At that time I showed mercy to Saradour by making the amulet disappear before Molag Bal would reclaim it together with Saradour's soul. But Molag Bal's lust for his lost power caused the teleportation of the amulet to go wrong. I lost sight of the amulet and Molag Bal flung it into the world, only for it to be found by another mortal, to then drain its soul and find a new host again. Something which he did not seem to mind, as it supplied him with a constant source of energy. The stone ended up in a place unknown to me, and continued its journey where it ended up on the Escalia. Shadow of Meresis allowed you to find it with his connection to the amulet, and he figured out that you were the Dragonborn. If anyone would be able to end his torment inside the amulet, it would be someone who was destined to rid the earth and sky of the dragons.
So everything was planned ahead? Then what about the returns of the dragons? Will I be able to stop them? Molag Bal doubted about that fact, which is why he wanted my soul in the first place so badly, so he could do the job himself. I mean, I know it's a Daedric prince talking, but still.
Do not listen to that abomination. We will never know what his true motivations were, but we can guess that at least they have to do with increasing his own strength and influence. Your soul would certainly help with that. It is true that you were not ready before to face the dragons, but I think you proved Molag Bal wrong today. You even impressed me. You will certainly grow stronger, Marcus, as you've already grown so much since you've left North Point. Start doubting less when things won't fully go your way, and you might be able to grow even more. Now, are there any other questions you might have left?
What happens next? I mean, the amulet has been destroyed and I'm still alive, but so is Molag Bal.
Do not worry about him. Your victories have left him weakened. I cannot say for certain if you will face him again in the future, but should you come face to face with him once again, I am certain he'll think twice before committing. You are clearly a force to be reckoned with, and it would be wiser not to get on your bad side. His pride may be large, but I am certain he will regret another confrontation with you. Now, if that is all, shall I send you back to your own world?
Before you do, one more thing.
By all means, go ahead.
I want you to take good care of Hurles. No, you have to take good care of him. Don't take this the wrong way, but he may have devoted his life to one of the divines, but in the end he still died under your watch.
And I greatly regret that fact. Even the Aedra can't protect everyone. It is the price we pay, and it is what makes some followers lose faith when their prayers go unanswered. The death of Hurles lies on my consciousness, and thus I will take great care of him in the afterlife. Now, if that is all, I shall send you back to Nirn. Go forth with my blessing, Marcus Wright, Dragonborn, and may the outcome of the fight with the dragons end with peace in your heart. It was then that Stendarr sent me back to the lighthouse, so I could intercept Inigo's cart towards Dawnstar. I still had trouble with processing what had happened, but at least the oppressive force of the amulet had disappeared. I was free once more to continue with my life.
We were worried about you.
I know. I truly feared I wouldn't see the two of you anymore.
Inigo and I went back to the Windstead mine to take a well-deserved rest. Over time, the mine built itself up around us with the profit we made. We hired people from all over Skyrim and made sure that even if we would be away the mine would run itself with capable people in charge, and it would be a place for Miko to call home. It was like a dream came true. I finally made it through hard work and friendship. I became the man my father wanted me to be, but in my own way and on my own terms with my own friends. There still was a long and tough journey ahead of me, but I had faith that if I believed in myself and Inigo, everything would turn out right. We would go through difficult times, but knowing that we would be there for each other, even if we wouldn't be together, made us strong. Together, we could face the world.
What now, brother?
I'm unsure, Inigo, but I'm certain our next adventure won't be too far away. But we'll see about that tomorrow, okay?
Sounds good to me.